Good morning. Well, I did end up taking a 0 at Sally's Bald Shelter, and it rained most of the evening and all night. Some thunderstorms. The bag's wet because you have to hang it. So I did. And even though I put a garbage bag over it, it still got wet. It's alright. The important things are dry. I've got dry clothes on. My sleeping bag's dry. My tent is dry. Everything else is in bags and stuff, so it doesn't really matter. It's just annoying and uncomfortable wearing a wet pack. And woo. And the trail's really slippery and wet today, so there's that. I'm in a little bit of a surly mood. Just, I don't know. This morning, the go-getters got to be up at 6:30 a.m. even though the rain don't stop till 8. Go-getters got to be up early, making noise, getting their shit together, their stuff together, using their red lights, which is great, except I think people for some reason think, oh, I have a red light. Well, it's still light. You know, if you shine it in somebody's face, it's still gonna be really, really irritating. But they act like it's something, because they have their red light on, they think it's like invisible to everyone but them. It is not. Like, I get you want to get going early and everything, but I mean, and no sooner, maybe 15 minutes after all those fellas left, we had one more big crazy downpour. So now they're probably soaked to the bone for the rest of the day, but everybody in that shelter, except I think me, is talking about going to Gatlinburg. I'm really not wanting to go to Gatlinburg. My thinking is I want to knock this, get out of the Smokies. Not because they're not beautiful, not because they're not great, just the restrictiveness is the main thing. My bag would have been bone dry if I wouldn't have had to hang it. And the only reason I had to hang it is because I have a bear canister, which everywhere else gives you wide latitude. But here in the Smokies, for some reason, they see the need to punish you for having a bear canister. As if having a bear canister in the first place isn't punishment enough. Oh well, enough moaning and crying. Today's goal, I think it's called Ice Water Shelter, maybe. It's between Clingman's Dome and Newfound Gap, which is where I'm trying to stay tonight. There's a good chance we might get some more rain this evening and overnight. So that leaves me, like, I could get off at Clingman's Dome and go to Gatlinburg if I really wanted to. And all the people talking about Gatlinburg makes it sound so much more appealing. But at the shelter I'm at tonight, I can still make a decision, because Newfound Gap is really the main place to get off. So we're gonna do Clingman's Dome today, or Kauai, or whatever they're calling it now. Sick of crap's names changing on the whim of a group of people. We're all supposed to just stop calling something. Like the Gulf of Mexico is still the Gulf of Mexico. I've been calling it that since I could read a map. I'm not changing just because somebody said, oh, this is what we call it now. It's like, well, who's we? I didn't I wasn't in on that decision, so I'll call it what I want. So this is still Clingman's Dome today. And probably will be. But yeah, we're gonna go to this next shelter. And then hopefully, I mean, well, I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not gonna be feeling that good. I can already tell it's gonna be slow going today, and going over Clingman's Dome, which I believe is the highest point on the AT. It's either that or Katahdin. I think it's Clingman's Dome though. It's just Katahdin's supposed to be a harder climb, and it doesn't look like Clingman's Dome is a bad climb at all. Just it looks pretty mild as climbs go. Of course, mild in the Smokies. But yeah, that's the plan today. Hopefully I'll cheer up a little bit. I don't think the sun's gonna come out. I think it's supposed to be cloudy all day. I think the next chance for significant sun is Wednesday. All right, I will catch you down the trail. I'll probably be in a better mood. Alrighty. I think the morning grumpiness and blues is finally shaken off completely. I'm about 0.3 from the top of Clingman's Dome, walking this beautiful misty ridgeline. It's been a gorgeous yet moody trail today, and the trail matched my mood earlier. But yeah, we're 0.3 away from the highest point in the AT. So yeah, that's pretty, and 200 miles on the AT. We might even be there already, because I think the tower itself is 200.3, and I'm 0.3 from the tower. So I'm not gonna look, but it's around here. It's around 200 miles. So yeah, we're just clicking off those centuries now. By the time I get out of here, I'll be close to halfway to 300. And then on from there. But yeah, just give you a chance to enjoy this with me. Just left the top of Clingman's Dome, where the tower is. It's all socked in. There's nothing to see up there today. I wasn't gonna go up the tower just to look at more fog. And there's a lot of people up there, so I didn't want to film either. So, I mean, if you haven't seen that tower before, you can look up a nice picture where there's a nice view. There ain't today. No views for you. That's okay. I've been super lucky late the whole trail with views. That one is oftentimes socked in for people. Trail's flowing here. It has been in a lot of places all day. It's really muddy in places, wet in places. Well, mud is wet, but in some places it's flowing like a stream. But I've only got 2.3 miles to the shelter that I'm staying at tonight. And it's really frustrating because I got a lot more hike in me. I could go a lot farther, but not 7 miles farther to Icewater Creek or Icewater Spring shelter, which is where I'm planning on staying tomorrow. Like, if it was just like a mile or two closer, I would consider it, but I just don't want to. I really regret missing that day holed up in the shelter, but you got to do what you got to do, you know. I'm not hiking in thunderstorms, just not going to do it. And it's supposed to be cold tonight, so I wanted to stay as dry as possible, so I made a decision not to do all those horrible things. I might keep, well, I have a dry set of clothes except for like a base layer, but I have this, what I'm wearing, my sun hoodie, and I'm wearing today, that's gonna be pretty dry at the end, so that'll be for tomorrow. My fleece is a little damp, but I'm getting the shelter early enough, maybe I'll be able to lay it out in the sun, lay some stuff out in the sun and get some dryness on them. I've got a brand new fresh pair of socks and sock liners, so that's not going to be a problem. The pants are the pants. They're pretty water resistant once I put them on. I mean, these pants are good for the rain. Not so much good for the heat, but they're good for the rain. They're pretty hydrophobic. The water just beads up on them. They're not quite waterproof or rain pants, but I mean, they breathe better than rain pants, I'll tell you that. So even if they do get a little wet, it's no big deal. But yeah, so after today, I've got the route kind of planned out, but I want to see if I can get lucky with just with that cold. I don't know. We'll be out of the Smokies though soon enough. And that's part of that's unfortunate because look how freaking beautiful it is. I mean, it's not like the other parts of the trail aren't going to be beautiful, but this is special and unique. Well, so are other parts of the trail. I don't know. It's not the Smokies I want to leave, it's just the restrictions and of the Smokies that I want to leave. Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean. Anyway, I'll see you down the trail when we get closer.